I'm going to explain the slideshow tab. So the various options available in the slideshow tab are, so we are having basically three groups here. That is nothing but start slideshow, set up the slideshow, and also the monitors, what we are going to select. So here, sometimes what happens, so we need to give a slideshow from beginning of the slide. If you observe here, this is what the slides panel. Okay, so you can see here, this is what a slides panel, and you can see the number. Okay, so this is indicating what this quiz is the first slide. So this is nothing but the first slide. And whatever the slides we are able to see here, after this, these are nothing but the various slides which we have placed after the first slide. Okay, so sometimes what happens, so I don't want to start the slideshow from the beginning itself. Sometimes I need to start my slideshow from the current slide. Say, for example, I want to begin the slideshow from this particular slide. So it may require. At that time, what we can do, we can simply start a slideshow by using these two options called as from beginning, so that it will start the slideshow from the first slide of the presentation. But sometimes what happens, I don't want to begin the slideshow from the beginning of the slide. Sometimes I want to start the slideshow from the current slide which I have selected. At that time, I can simply use what from current slide. So I will show you how we can utilize these two options. Okay. Suppose I want to start the slideshow from the beginning. So we need to click on from beginning option, or else we can use the shortcut key, that is F5. F5 function key is used to start the slideshow from beginning. It doesn't matter in which slide you have selected, but whatever the slideshow you are going to provide by using this particular option, it will start a slideshow from the beginning of the slide only. So here I have selected the second slide. As you can see here, I am in the second slide, but my first slide is what? This one, isn't it? So even though my first slide is this one, suppose if I select this particular slide, and after selecting this particular slide, suppose if I click on from beginning, it has to start the slideshow. Then if I click on this, you can see the slideshow has started from the beginning of the slide. As you can observe here, it is going to display the first slide. That means it has started the slideshow from the beginning. So what is the shortcut key for the beginning slideshow? F5. F5 is the function key to start the slideshow from beginning. Okay. Now, assume that I want to start the slideshow from this particular slide. I don't want to display the first slide. Directly, I want to display the question slide. So now what I need to do, I need to select a particular slide which I want to present in front of the audience. So after selecting this particular slide, now what I need to do, I need to select the second option, that is from current slide. Okay, so that it will start the slideshow from the current slide which I have selected. Now I have selected what? Second slide. From this particular position, or from this particular current slide, it has to start the slideshow. Now what it will do, it will start the slideshow from this particular slide if I select this particular option. What is that? That is nothing but from current slide. If I select this particular option, it will start the slideshow from that particular slide. So now let me click on this, and you can observe now it will not show the title, that is quiz. It will start the slideshow from this particular slide only. As you can observe here, it has started the slideshow from a current slide which I have selected. Okay, so this is how we can start the slideshow from beginning and from current slide. Okay, so then The shortcut key for giving a slideshow from beginning is nothing but F5 function key. Again, the shortcut key for a slideshow from current slide is Shift F5. Remember the keys. So if I press F5 simply, it will start the slideshow from beginning of the slide or beginning of the presentation. Similarly, if I select a particular slide and if I use Shift F5, you can see it is going to display the slideshow from current slide position. So this is the difference between from beginning and from current slide. Okay. Sometimes what happens, we need to arrange a custom slideshow. At that time, what I can do, I can simply go for custom slideshow so that I can create or play a custom slideshow for the audience. So custom slideshow displays only the slides which we have selected. Assume that now I'm going to create a custom shows here. So now by clicking on custom slideshow option, again custom shows we need to click so that it will open a dialog box like this. Now I want to create a new custom show. For that, I need to click on a new button here. So as you can observe here, there is a button called as a new. So we need to click on this particular button so that it will create a new custom slideshow. So now let me click on this. After clicking, you can observe here, whatever the slides present in the presentation are appearing at the left hand side, and we need to simply select on the particular slide, and after selecting we need to click on add button so that the selected slides will be added to custom show here. Now let me show you how it will be done. So now directly I'm going to select a second slide here, and I'm going to click on add. Again third slide, add. Again fourth slide, add. Remember here, I have not added the title slide here, that is quiz slide. I'm going to simply skip this one, and after skipping the first slide, I want to add the remaining slides. Now what I will do, I'm going to click on OK here. So now you can observe the custom show has been created here. Okay. And later on, suppose I want to edit this custom show, we can use edit button here. And also I want to remove the custom shows by using this button. And also I can create a copy of this custom show by using what? A copy button. So these are what, again, the various operations we can perform in custom shows. Okay. So now let me show you how this custom show works. So to play this custom show, we need to click on show button, which is available here. As you can see here, we are having a show button here. Okay. So when I click on this particular button, the custom slideshow starts playing here. And if you remember, in a custom slideshow, we have skipped the first slide, that is title slide. That is, it will not display quiz title slide. Directly it will display what? The question slide. So now let me show you by clicking on show button. So now click on show button here so that custom show has been started. As you can see, it is not going to display the first slide, that is quiz slide, because in custom show what we did, in custom show we have skipped the first slide. So that's why it is starting with a second slide, that is question slide. And also whatever the hyperlinks options we have applied here, it works smoothly here, the actions what we have included. Again, if I click on this hyperlink, it works smoothly. Okay. So likewise we can create custom shows. Sometimes what happens, we need to prepare the slideshow according to the interest of audience. At that time, by keeping in mind the time constraint and also the interest of audience, we need to create what are different custom shows. So at that time, this custom show will definitely help the presenter to present the content in front of the audience. So this is how we can start a slideshow by using the various options. Those are nothing but from beginning of the presentation, from current slide, and also how we can use the custom slideshow options. So now let me show you how we can set up the slideshow. So we are having a setup group here. As you can observe here, we are having a setup group. So wherein which we are having what different options like set up a slideshow, hide the slide, and also we can record a narration as well, and also we can rehearse the timings so that I can understand how much time I'm going to consume on a particular presentation, so that it will be considering the time effect during the presentation. So this is all options are available in setup group. So let me show you how we can utilize these options. Okay. So now suppose sometimes I want to hide a particular slide. Assume that I want to hide this questionnaire slide itself. So now what I can do, simply I can select this question slide and I can use hide slide option here. As you can see here, there is an option called as hide slide. So what it will do, it will hide a particular slide here. So whatever the slide we have selected, it is going to hide that particular slide. So now I'm going to select what? The second slide, which is nothing but the question slide. And also I'm going to click on hide slide option so that it will be hidden. As you can observe here, in the slides panel, the second slide has been hidden now. As you can see this particular symbol. Okay, so this is nothing but this particular slide will not display during the slideshow. So this is how we can hide a particular slide. Okay, remember that we are not going to delete the slide, but instead of deleting, we are simply hiding the slide in the presentation show. So now let me show you. Suppose this is what the title slide. If I press enter or if I click on this particular slide, it has to display what? Questionnaire slide. But now what we have done, we have hidden the second slide. So that's why it will not show the second slide now. So instead of that, it will directly jump to the next slide. Let me see what happens. When I click here, you can see without a questionnaire slide, it has directly displayed the correct answer slide. That is nothing but this is the third slide. Okay, so that means what? We have hidden the second slide, and when we click on a particular slide, immediately it has moved to the third slide. So this is what we can hide a particular slide during the presentation. Okay, so whatever the slide we are going to hide, say for example, now I'm going to hide the third slide as well. Again, I'm going to click on this third slide thumbnail, and also I'm going to click on hide show. As you can see here, we are showing the first slide and the last slide, that is wrong answer slide. So these two slides have been hidden now. So now let me play a slideshow now. If I press F5, obviously it has to start with a main slide, that is beginning slide. Okay, when I click here, it will skip the second slide as well as the third slide. Second slide is nothing but the questionnaire slide, and the third slide is nothing but related to correct answer. But what we have done, we have hidden those two slides. So now instead of showing those two slides directly, it has to display what? The fourth slide, that is wrong answer slide. Let me show you how it works. Now I'm going to click on this. As you can see here, the between slides have been hidden. Those are nothing but a questionnaire slide, and the correct answer slide has been hidden. So now we are getting what? The wrong answer slide, which is displayed. So likewise, we can hide a particular slides assume that I don't want to reveal the content present in that particular slide. At that time, we can simply hide the slide. But I don't want to delete such a particular slides. At that time, we can simply utilize what these particular slides. I mean options, that is hide slide option. So similarly, we can unhide this. Say for example, now I want to unhide this particular slide. So simply select this particular slide, and you can see here hide slide option has been enabled, and simply I need to click on this so that it will be shown to the audience. Likewise, even we can unhide this one also. So this is how we can hide a particular slide, and also we can unhide the particular slide. Okay, so now let me show you how we can apply the narration, how we can record a narration. Assume that I'm traveling a lot, but I want to present the presentation in front of the audience. So, I'm unable to be there. So instead, in this pandemic situation, I can record the narration, and I can send the video to the audience so that they can watch the videos later on. So for that purpose, record a narration option will be helpful, so that I can record a narration for a particular slide, and later on we can deliver the content to the audience. So let me show you how we can record a narration. Okay, so please try to remember that to record a narration, we should have a microphone enabled within the system. So microphone ಏನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು ನಮ್ಮ system ಒಳಗೆ enable ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. So now let me click on record narration option here, so that we can record a narration track using a microphone attached to the computer. So now let me click on this. So when I click on that particular option, that is record narration option, it is showing me some settings here. Okay, current recording quality settings it is going to display, quality, and how much disk usage it requires, how much free disk space is available on hard disk. Likewise, it is going to display what some settings, basic settings related to what narration. So now let me show you how we can record a narration by clicking OK. So now what I will do, I'm going to click on OK button. So before that, let me show you. This is what the narration path, where actually I can get my narration. Okay, so this is the path where actually we can get our narration file. So now let me click on OK, so that we can start the narration record. Now I'm going to click on OK button. When I click OK, the slideshow starts, as well as it will start the recording of my narration. You can observe here, this is the title slide. When I click, it will move to a next slide. And also, then in the next slide, we are having what the question like, what is MS? So we are having two options here. If I click on Microsoft, it will go to correct answer. If I click on this home button, it will go to again the questionnaire slide. If I click on micro smooth option here, it will go to wrong answer slide. And again, if I click on home button, it will navigate me to the questionnaire slide. So this is the end of a recording of my slideshow. Now I'm going to click escape button here, so that I can end my slideshow. Okay, when I click on escape button, you can observe here, it is showing a message saying that the narrations have been saved with each slide. Do you want to save the slide timings as well? Yes, I want to save the timings as well, so that by clicking on save button, I can save the slides timings as well. So now let me click on save here. As you can see here, now it is showing what the narration recording timings. As you can see here, To record a narration, I have taken 15 seconds for first slide, and again I have taken 16 seconds for second slide, 6 seconds for third slide, and also I have consumed 5 seconds for last slide, as you can see here. So this is what the narration timing I have taken for each and every slide. Yes, of course, I can play this narration now. I can play this narration. So now observe whatever the recording narration I have made, it has been recorded and it is saved. So now if I click on this slideshow now, you can observe the recorded narration starts playing now. Okay, so now let me show you by clicking on a slideshow. You can observe my voice is being played at the background. So this is how we can record a narration. And also we can practice the rehearsal timing by using what? Use rehearsal timing, so that it will consider what, how much time I'm going to consume on each particular slide. This will be very beneficial. It will be very beneficial when I present the presentation in front of the audience by considering the time constraint. Okay, assume that you are asked to finish your presentation within 15 minutes. Okay, at that time you can rehearse the timings by using what? These options, by using what? Use rehearsed timings. Okay, so rehearse the timings so that it will launch the full screen slideshow in which you can rehearse your presentation. During this rehearse timings, it will show how much time you are going to consume on overall presentation, as well as how much timing you are going to consume for each and every particular slide. Okay, so let me show you how it will be done. Now I'm going to click on what? Rehearse timings option here. So let me click here. As you can see, this is what a rehearsal timing. So this is what the current slide timing here, and this is what the overall timing we are going to consume for the presentation. Okay, so when I click on this particular slide, you can observe here the slide timing has been reset here. Slide timing has started from 0, but this timing is continuing. That means what? This is overall presentation timing, and this is what the presentation time I'm going to consume for individual slides. Okay, so likewise, we can utilize the rehearsal time option to practice whenever, I mean, before presenting in front of the audience, we can practice these rehearsal timings so that I can understand what is the time constraint to present such a particular slide or presentation. Okay, so it will be beneficial for the presenter so that we can consider the timing constraint before I present in front of the audience. Okay, so this is all about setup options. So now let me show you what are the various options available in monitors. Okay, monitors group. So in the monitors group, we can set what? Resolution. We can set the monitor resolution by using what this option. Okay, and also we can utilize the presenter view here. Presenter view is what entirely different from slideshow option. Okay, so let me show you. So when I click on the resolution here, so you can see here the various monitor resolutions are available. Depending upon our monitor resolution, we can set different kinds of a resolution. Doesn't matter. The Microsoft Office will consider automatically which resolution is suitable for my presentation. Okay, so based on that, it will set the resolution. But even though, suppose if I want to change the resolution, so we can select these various resolutions which are available here. Okay, and also we can use what a presenter view. So this presenter view is what entirely different from the custom slideshow what we are going to use. It will show the full screen slideshow using a presenter view, but this view allows you to project the full screen slideshow to the monitor while the user is what user can view only speaker view. But another monitor, so we can utilize what the presenter view whenever we are going to utilize what a projector which has been connected to my system. Okay, so when we are having a multiple displays, at that time we can use what a presenter view. So this feature what requires multiple monitors or laptops with dual display capabilities, then only this presenter view is going to work, otherwise it will not work. Okay, so this is all about what the monitors group which is available in slideshow tab. So in a review tab, whatever the options available here, we have already discussed in Microsoft Word. Those are nothing but proofing group already we have covered in Microsoft Word, and also the comments, how we can add a new comments, how we can edit the comments, delete, and also how we can navigate between the comments. All options are we have discussed in Microsoft Word, and also how we can protect the document that we discussed. In a similar way, we can protect even a presentation so that we can restrict the access of the presentation. Okay, so we have already discussed all these options which are available in review tab. So in the next upcoming class, we are going to discuss what are the options, various options available in view tab. Okay, hope you have understood.